If data is powering the performance experience, what does it mean for me, whose performance is being evaluated, measured, and enabled in an organization? What does it mean for my manager? And how does HR step up the game?
Performance is arguably one of the most important things we can talk about as an employee lifecycle challenge. If we've mapped out the skills and competencies and capabilities for each role, they can at any time kind of shop and say, where is it I want to go next? Continuously gather insight in terms of, where am I on my skills profile? Where do I need help? And then have AI, for instance, directly link you to developmental opportunities, online training, new projects. The next level up is line management, right? And they start to have a much better experience because now they don't have to worry about all of this stuff that is now being done for the employees. They can now be true coaches. They can be guiders. They can say, well, talk to me about what your ambitions are. Talk to me about what you have discovered in the flow of your skill building and this last couple of projects you were on. What kinds of things do you want to get involved with? I now have the access to scan the entire organization if I truly have a skills-based organization, and I can pull projects together that I never thought imaginable because I can see literally from a talent inventory perspective, I can see everybody who's got these critical skills to kind of come and help me. And I can see where the density of those skills are. And I can also see what the liquidity of those skills are. So if I have to move people around and shift people in and out of projects and so forth, I could do that at speed. HR is excited because they start getting then metadata. Metadata starts giving them really deep, powerful dashboards on, what is the relative health of our organization? How are people growing? How are people learning? How are people contributing? How are people producing? And how are people feeling about this experience? Leadership really gets excited about it because they can now start making commercial decisions off the back of this data. This new data, as you connect to it, as a leader, when you're making decisions about should we acquire a company, should we merge with a company, should we acquire this critical talent capability externally and bring it in, or is it going to be cheaper, faster, and better for us to upskill people based on their skill adjacency and get them tuned up and ready to rock and roll with these new product areas or whatever the challenge is in the space of 3 months, saving us millions in redundancy costs, not to mention morale issues, not to mention the disruption to the business and the loss of institutional knowledge. That stuff costs companies billions, if not trillions, annually. And we're about to go into a period of deep reckoning, I think, and change like we've never gone through change, corporate change. We're going to need to act quickly, but with skill, with insight, with data. That's why this stuff is so important.